Hey, Willow, this is Mo from Real Estate Success doing a quick session with you. And I had just wanted to spend a little bit of time with the daughter of Miss Mary Moore. And Mary and I were talking not too long ago, and she was telling me that you are America's youngest landlord. And I was just taken back. And I just said, I got to get her on the phone. I got to see what this is about. I can't believe you got kids out here investing in real estate. And so I wanted to just get you on the phone and just to ask you, why real estate? But before we do that, let's get the audience just a little bit of chance to get to know you. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. How old are you now? What are you studying in school? What's your favorite subject?
Well, I'm Willow, and I'm 18 now, and I'm currently a senior in high school, and my favorite subject would probably be my AP government class.
Government.
Yes.
Wow. I fell asleep in government, by the way. Yeah, my teacher called me Rip Van Winkle because I was always asleep in the back of the class. So I'm glad you love government. I know you're busy, and I just want to ask you a couple of quick questions. When you were 14 years old, you were called America's youngest real estate investor, landlord, and generally kids that age, they're all on the internet. But you were thinking about buying houses. Tell us why. Why real estate at 14?
Well, my mom started real estate when I think I was about like 6 years old or somewhere around there. And I just grew up around real estate, and my grandma and my mom, they were always going around to houses, always having to show houses. And so I think that it kind of had an impact on me because I was around that. I kind of meshed into that, and I also wanted to be involved, and I also wanted to be in the middle of all the action with houses.
Wow, excellent. So tell us a little bit in terms of how it got started. What was that first deal? What happened with that first deal?
Well, it got started when I saved up 6,000 and I invested in the first house with my mom. We went in halves on that one. And I didn't really see it as much of a big deal, but it turned out to be a really big deal.
What's a big deal? Tell us about the big deal that it turned out to be.
Well, first there was NPR, and then from NPR there was, I don't know, we got so many phone calls. There was Ellen, and then I had to pick the top three that I had to pick from was going on to Anderson Cooper, Ellen, or Good Morning America, because I could only go on one until I was old news to the other two. And so I was really debating between Anderson Cooper or Ellen.
Wow. So say those three again that you had to choose from.
Good Morning America, Anderson Cooper, and Ellen.
Wow. Most of us will only be graced to watch them, and you had the opportunity to be interviewed by all three of them. So, virtual high five to you, girl. That was great. That was great. So tell us a little bit, what would you say to parents or teenagers who might be thinking about investing in real estate?
I think that it would be best to get involved now. I mean, you could always get started by reselling things. Like for me, I just go to thrift stores, and sometimes I'll even get things like on trash day on the side of the road that are perfectly good things that people are throwing out. Like normally you would think, oh, just pile of garbage over there. But some people throw out like perfectly useful, nice things that could, like I could resell for like $100, $200. It really depends on the item, but I think that it may be hard to get involved, but once you do and once you start, it all will become easier.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'm sure you probably were a little apprehensive your first go
Yeah.
around the park, but once you got going, you saw that it got a little bit easier. Now, you said you saved up $6,000. Most teens will throw that to the wind on video games, going to the movies, and hopefully a car. I mean, why did you decide to make an investment in real estate?
It just seemed like a good idea at the time, and I still believe that it was a good idea.
Hmm.
Um, I just kind of took the opportunity and I ran with it when I was able to convince my mom and my dad to both be on board with it. Um, it just, I don't know. I wanted to multiply my money somehow. And so, in my opinion, investing in houses is something that I already had knowledge about going around with my mom. So I thought that applying my $6,000 to investing in that house would be beneficial.
Wow. Like I said, I'm definitely impressed. I invested in my first house. I think I was 22, 23 years old. I was 23. And man, you beat me by 7, 8 years there. So definitely good job. So before I let you go, I want you just to tell me a little bit about your favorite deal. I know you've done a couple of deals, but just tell me a little bit about the favorite deal that you did. Like what type of house it was, what were the circumstances, and then, what was the end result? Do you still own it? Are you renting it out? Are you getting rent checks now?
My favorite deal would probably be the first house that I bought. And it was this little shabby concrete block house. And it looked like a tornado went through the inside of it. And we put like dark wood cabinets in it and all new appliances and whatnot. And we made it look amazing compared to what it looked like before. And I rented that out for a while, but then I ended up selling it. And so now I'm just kind of on the prowl and saving my money up, trying to invest in another house, hopefully in the next few years.
Cool, cool. Now, how did you like being a landlord? I mean, did you have to go knock on the door? Give me my money.
I liked it, but it definitely isn't like all flowers and wonderful. Like sometimes the washer breaks or sometimes they don't pay on time. So with the house, it kind of came with the flaws with the people that were renting, but we made it work.
Cool, cool. Well, I appreciate you for joining us today, and I look forward to hearing big deals from you on real estate, as well as I believe in some of the fashion stuff. I love the hair. I see it's coordinating with the shirt.
Thank
Mom,
you.
mom tells me that you're up in Chicago, and
Yeah.
you're really enjoying that stuff. So good luck to you. I appreciate you for joining us today, and we're going to be looking forward to having your mother on the show coming up later in this week. Talk to you soon, Willow. You take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.